Hi guys, this video is going to be for my Sun, Moon, Rising Libras for the month of February. What you guys are looking at is the energy you guys can expect to be feeling walking into the month of February. And we're going to update this as we get to it, okay? So, February 1st, Venus was conjunct Neptune in Pisces in your 6th house. What I had channeled for the collective was daydreamer energy, past life relationships, investing money into things to make your dreams come true, but do you have this money? Also, it's not necessarily, I wish I had written this, investing money in to make your dreams come true, but things that just make you happy in that moment. So it's like, because you're daydreaming in the moment, so it's like you may have bought everything in that shopping cart online. Let's see, past relationships or exes on your mind, people spying on you or you spying on people, having difficulty focusing, love on the mind, and I think also for some of you who are in touch with your gifts, you would have been in touch with the dead trying to speak to you guys, whether it's in your dreams or, you know, literally having some type of, I want to say paranormal experience, something like that. So yeah, daydreaming about the things you guys want to buy, daydreaming about anything really. The fact that it's happening in your 6th house, I feel like you guys may be really thinking about, where's Mercury? It's in your 5th house. Definitely daydreaming about romance. Also, I'm thinking about, for some of you, this is going to be about the body, the perfect body that you'd like to have. Where's Mars? It's in your 10th house. Oh, okay. You guys are definitely, some of you guys are daydreaming in regards to how you want to publicly appear, like physically. And then for some of you, this is talking about work, like definitely making the dream come true, like doing something you actually like doing. If some of you out there aren't even focusing on that, but you're just more so focusing on making money, then I would say this would have been a time where you guys could have landed a job, or you may hear back from a job that's actually overseas. But I think more so this is talking about like working from home, but for a company that literally doesn't work like wherever you guys live. Does that make sense? So yeah, I'm trying to think. Anything else? Yeah, especially because Virgo traditionally belongs in that 6th house, and you guys have it in the 12th house. So I'm thinking of other countries, or you guys just may be falling in love with somebody from a different country, different culture. Anything else I want to say to that? Venus rules your 1st house, the body. Yeah, for some of you, this is definitely talking about the body. You guys could be investing money into things like better health regimen, something like that, or routine, workout routine, or like a spiritual thing like meditation, yoga. Anything else? Anything else? No. And just something, for some of you, I think the job also would be, you guys want to do something that's fun or something you guys feel passionate about. Because that 5th house, you guys currently have Mercury there in Aquarius. The reason I'm even going there is because Mercury rules Virgo in that 12th house. To me, I just think there's a connection if Pisces traditionally rules that 12th house. All right. February 3rd, Mercury in Aquarius in your 5th house is trining Jupiter in Gemini in retrograde in the 9th house. Sorry, let me stop that. All right, so we have the 5th house and the 9th house talking to each other in a positive way. So a trine is a blessing. It's easygoing energy. It's either something being given to you or something that comes so natural to you. You don't even notice it. It could literally just be like your natural talent. Sometimes the other thing to this is it's not necessarily a blessing, because it's like you get lazy with trines. So yeah, So what I channeled for the collective with this one was learning new things about your friends, maybe on the internet, understanding hard to grasp things much easier, being in touch with your higher self and or your genius, talking about traveling or revisiting old ideas about traveling, having one-on-one conversations that you feel are coming, friends reaching out to talk, writing a lot, having new ideas or just writing down your ideas, seeking freedom big time. I think more so for you guys, just because you literally have Jupiter in the ninth house right now. If Jupiter traditionally rules the ninth house in astrology, and if Jupiter, the planet, speaks of freedom-oriented energy, and it's talking to another freedom-oriented energy, Aquarius. I don't know if you guys ever, well, you guys are Libras or rising Libras or sun, moon, rising, whatever. So I'm sure you guys know, you guys are friends with Aquariuses or date Aquariuses because it's in your 5th house. Don't tell these people what to do. These are very freedom-oriented people. So Aquarius energy is getting along with Jupiter because, yeah, they just like to do what they want to do. So I think on that day, it would have been harder for you guys to actually work. Just looking at it again, I think even more so for you guys because it's your 5th and your 9th house. This traditionally belongs to Leo energy. And this is fire energy, and the 9th house traditionally belongs to Sagittarius energy. So these are just 2 fire energies. Fire energy in general is very independent or freedom oriented, whatever. So I just think you guys would have wanted to have fun on this day with that 5th house. And you may, for some of you, you guys could have just been in your feelings as well, because Uranus, the ruler of Aquarius, is in your 8th house. So this is your inner world, or something could have suddenly happened where it just like threw you off. And then it was just like one thought after another thought after another. And it's like, you don't even want to, you know, be doing your typical regimen, whatever that looks like. And I think you guys already have that issue because of Pisces being in the 6th house. Depends, you know, what you guys have it, I guess, in your own natal chart to make that more tangible. But yeah. I think also just a lot of thoughts, too many that it may make you guys anxious or uncomfortable. Talking to a lot of friends or clients, customers, learning new things. All right, February 4th, Jupiter goes direct in Gemini in your 9th house in 11 degrees. So whatever you guys do, definitely just like make sure you double check these dates on your end as well. I may be off by a day or two, okay? So Jupiter being in that 9th house, going direct, I think this is going to make traveling much easier now. I think speaking your mind will be easier for you guys. I think when Jupiter went retrograde, there was probably more of a going within type of energy, thinking before you speak. But now I feel like it's like you guys may have gone within, you guys may have really gotten into spirituality when Jupiter was in retrograde, especially in that 9th house. You guys may have had some type of belief system or just doing something that made you feel better. Where's Sagittarius? In your 3rd house, communication, Mercury being in the 5th. For some of you, you may have just been hooking up with people, honestly. You may have just been hooking up with people, and these people may have not been the one. But now that it's direct, this could be more of like your intention, or let's say you always had the right intention of finding the one, but it's like you weren't finding the one. I think you would have better luck now with Jupiter going direct, more so when Mars goes direct. But just to, you know, really put the stamp of approval there. But yeah, so Jupiter going direct, what will you guys be experiencing? Getting together with friends or talking to friends. Faith restored in friendships. Having conversations with people you know you need to speak to. Self-expression will come easily. There will be duality here. So regarding the duality, so the duality here with Gemini energy, with Jupiter in the 9th house, could be a belief system. So for example, I'm just going to give, because this is what's coming to my mind right away. I claim that I am spiritual, but I'm also old school. There are some things about me that are very, you know, I guess, what, different or new age, however you want to say it. But then it's like, then not so much. So it's, I hold on to an older belief system because it makes me feel comfortable despite the things I see and channel. So literally I'm both, and people would have a problem with that, the people who don't understand the gray. This is where it's like, well, which one are you, you know? There's a lot of people out there that are very black or white, and I just don't understand that mentality, and I never want to, unless it has to do with your integrity. And most people misunderstand this type of duality for you lacking in integrity. And I think they're right when it comes to the topic. A belief system, I feel like that's so sensitive. It's like, as long as you're not forcing anything upon anyone, just let people do and believe what they want, as long as they're not causing, you know, harm or hate. That's what I want to say. So Jupiter going direct, I think if any of you guys were lacking in faith, honestly, Jupiter going retrograde, I don't feel like you guys would have been lacking in faith, unless you have a little bit of Cancer in that 9th house because of Mars in retrograde, then yeah. Also, you guys probably would have had trouble traveling. Yeah, I would be shocked. If not trouble traveling, then just spending money, do you hear my anger, on your vehicle or transportation, or just traveling, you know, for like future trips is what I'm trying to say. What else do I think you guys will experience here? Too many thoughts, a lot of expression that needs to get out there physically. So for example, I always explain this Gemini energy. Oh, I never knew it was Gemini energy, but you know how Kanye West, he is a Gemini, right? I'm almost positive. Yeah. Yeah. He always does this thing where if you catch him smiling, he then like gets serious really quick. That's Gemini energy. I always do that. I always catch myself where I get serious really quick after like I've had a moment of vulnerability. And it's just so natural. So that's also like a lot of expressions. That's also how you know somebody has Gemini energy in their chart. I also feel like Jupiter in the 9th house in general, and in Gemini, because Mercury rules Gemini, you guys would be feeling super confident in general, but also confident with your beliefs or your thoughts, anything you guys are saying. Also, I think this is, I know this is you guys doing lots of research. Whatever the research is, that's none of my business. Also on this same day, February 4th, Venus left your 6th house in Pisces and entered your 7th house in Aries. So what does this mean? Wherever Venus is, wherever Venus and the sun go, this is like, you're going to be seen here. You're going to get attention here. So it's in the 7th house of committed relationships. And Mars, the ruler of Aries, is literally in a very public house for you guys. It's in your 10th house. In Cancer, it's the only thing that stinks because it's diluted, and being in retrograde, it makes it harder for anything to actually take place. I don't know if you guys hear my cat. She's doing that thing in the background. Anyway, so I think yes, for those of you that are out there dating, or like you want to take it to the next level with this person, like a serious relationship, I think that's totally possible for you guys, but once Mars goes direct. If it's not dating or relationships, then I think this is talking about either how you guys appear to the world based off of how you guys want to be seen publicly, or just your career, what it is you guys do for a living, and how you guys are seen. So you guys may feel extremely motivated, either motivated to partner up with people. Because when Mars is in the 10th house, besides conflicts, you know, with your career or how you're seen, it's more about like taking action and being motivated to make the right moves to make things happen for you. But when it's in Cancer, it's like your emotions are overriding things. So you're going to make moves based on how you're feeling. So if you wake up having a bad day, you're probably not going to do anything that day. And Venus in your 7th house, business partnerships, you guys probably want to meet the right people that can help you guys out there. Yeah. Okay, Venus entering Aries, high sex drive, conversations with people we want to have sex with, being seen, but feeling blocked due to Mars, the ruler of Aries, being in Cancer and in retrograde. Having difficulty making choices when it comes to romance, again, due to Mars being in retrograde. And then also the return of the ex. The reason I feel like a lot of you guys out there are going to experience the return of the ex is because retrogrades talk about a redo, talks about the past. So, and if Mars talks about men that we're dating or men we sleep with, excuse me, I apologize, then I do think, and especially because Venus is in Aries in the 7th house, if these people aren't like, if you guys aren't like doing a redo since Mars went retrograde, I forgot what month that was, a few months ago, then these people are low-key watching what it is you're doing. And honestly, where's Mercury? Yeah, oh my God, 1000%. Why? Because with the 12th house, this is the hidden house, right? And so you have the South Node, which talks about the past, in your 12th house in Virgo. Virgo can talk about people we've slept with. No, I'll wait. Scroll. And Mercury rules Virgo. Where do you guys have Mercury right now? It's in your 5th house. And it's in Aquarius, which also speaks of the internet. Sorry, that'll go off in a second. So yeah, I definitely think you guys have people watching you guys, but or people you've worked with are watching you guys. That's another one. But I'm getting, honestly, hold on one second. I knew it. I'm like, before I say it, where is it? Because I don't see it, but I feel it. Enemy energy. So I feel like these would be guys, or again, people you've worked with, or employees. I don't know, just people, just haters that don't like you, that are secretly watching you. Why? Because the 6th house, unfortunately, can speak of enemies, open enemies. And the ruler of the 12th house traditionally is Neptune, right? And it's in your 6th house right now. And if you guys have the South Node in Virgo in your 12th house, I just feel like people from the past that either you've slept with, worked with, are low-key hating on you guys. And it's like, with that 4th house traditionally belonging to Cancer, and it's in your public house instead, there's already a strategy going on with you guys, because Pallas Athena talks about a strategy. So it's connected to your career or how you're seen, and there's some type of conflict low-key with men, or just arguments with either the mother or females who act really masculine. So it's like you guys are going through something like that, and it connects with men. Why? Because Capricorn energy. I guess for some of you, it could be the father. I don't know, you tell me. All right. What else do I want to say about Venus entering Aries? Magnetic, sexy, seen, confidence, hot-headed, buying impulsively, but maybe a little drawback because of Mars being in retrograde in Cancer. Now this, I really think, honestly, you guys are probably going to ultimately buy whatever it is you want, because Venus in Aries wants what it wants. But you may think about it first, because the ruler, again, of Aries is Mars. It's in retrograde. Also, what else? Oh, that's it. Was that it? A lot of emotions and feelings when it comes to the mother. Why? Because Mars is the ruler of Aries, and it's in Cancer, and it's in retrograde. So this is not your typical Venus in Aries. So as I was saying, you guys may feel like you want to make money, but you may not have the energy to make things actually happen due to the Mars in retrograde. If Mars talks about, I always connect Mars and the Sun, like very, very similar energies, in the sense that, like, if your health isn't good, or if you aren't happy, then how are you going to be able to physically do the things you need to do? It's like those type of things slow you down, literally bad health or not being happy. So you guys may experience something like that. There just may be some type of I just feel like feelings would be slowing you guys down. So yeah, I cannot state this enough. While Mars is in Cancer, this is not your typical Venus in Aries. Venus is your ruler, though. I wonder if you guys even really enjoy this, to be honest with you. I mean, sure, you guys would get attention, but the type of people you attract, it's probably a bit much for you guys, right? I wonder. Okay. February 7th, we have Sun in Aquarius in your 5th house. It's quincunx bars in Cancer in retrograde in your 10th. Now, I know a lot of people don't want to talk about minor aspects because they feel it's minor. I just think with astrology, there's way too much going on, and you kind of have to pick and choose what it is you want to talk about. But I'm going to talk about the quincunx. It's just like if you have a quincunx in your natal chart, you're going to tell me you don't feel it in your life playing out. You feel it. But anyway, I'm just going to talk about it. So there's going to be difficulty opening doors due to your emotions, feelings at play. So this is going to be your 5th house and your 10th house talking. Okay. Having faith in reconciling, but feeling torn about actually opening the doors. Wanting to have conversations with people to fix past pain. Knowing what you need to do, but not having the motivation or physical vitality to do anything. Lazy energy, body not feeling physically up to things. All right, so that may have been something you guys experienced while the Sun was in Aquarius in your 5th house, quincunxing Mars in Cancer and retrograde in the 10th. Anything else I want to say there? Nah. Okay, that same day, Venus in Aries in your 7th house was sextiling Pluto in Aquarius in your 5th. Bound, chicka, bound, bound. Okay, so this is your 7th and your 5th house talking to each other. Romance, dating, and committed relationships. Again, if it's not that, then this could be business partnerships, or this could be having fun with friends, and it's like you guys are committing to something together, and it's like you owe that person $10, or vice versa, something like that. You know, maybe it's really like $100 or whatever. Apply common sense, but there's something serious going on here. So people wanting in on your energy, you being able to see through people, and because of this, with willpower and restraint, may hold yourself back. High sex drive, having the strength to turn the tables around onto other people who cause problems, friendships, and romance. Healing past pain and closing the door on the past. The advice here is people will be observing you and the things you say and do. Think before you make up your mind, balance out your energy, and focus on yourself. Ignore outside noise. And the reason, again, I'm getting this is because Mars, the ruler of Aries, is in a very public house, but also Pluto is in the 5th house for you guys. This is literally the stage, you know, just think of Leo energy in general. Wherever Leo goes, you know it's Leo, right? So it's like this is happening for you guys with the Sun and Pluto and Mercury in your 5th house right now. You guys would just be people would be watching you guys. There's just something in the air. What else? You could have healed your physical body on this day through randomly working out. You could have pushed yourself to come into your power. Again, hard to do with Mars in retrograde because it all depends on how that transit is hitting you and your personal planets, sorry. And the other transit that was going on February 7th was Mercury in Aquarius in your 5th house, quincunx Mars in Cancer in retrograde in your 10th. So, being able to see through people's words, heal your heart to free yourself from people and situations where you don't feel free. Do the work to be at peace with yourself. Focus on the things that make you feel emotionally fulfilled. Men observing you on social media and how you express yourself and waiting on a specific time to approach you. People having difficulty talking to you. They may hold themselves back. Also, you guys may want to say things but have difficulty, or you want to do things like work or make money, especially with Uranus in Taurus in that 8th house, but have difficulty with Mars, again, in retrograde in Cancer in your 10th house. Okay. February 9th, Sun in Aquarius in your 5th house. Very magnetic energy with that Sun in the 5th. Aquarius, again, this is also why people would be observing you on the internet. Aquarius, the internet. 5th house, the stage, the sun, magnetic, the light, seeing, attraction, things of that nature. So the sun would have been conjunct Mercury in Aquarius in your 5th house on that day in 20 degrees. So the sun and Mercury, they're vibing, they're getting along, they're basically two good neighbors, because these are two positive planets talking to each other in your 5th house. They're talking to each other in a Scorpio degree, 20 degrees. So I would say that this was like in a very evolved way. This would have been very psychological, like you just understanding people and why they do the things they do, or you understanding why you do the things you do, understanding your own psyche. If it was like the unevolved version of Scorpio energy, then it's like this could have been power trips, power dynamics, manipulation, lying. This could have been about like money struggles. Wait, do I want to go with money struggles? Yeah, because you're in it. Yeah. Anyway, socializing energy, meeting new people, going out with friends, good vibes, but can also manifest as loner vibes for some. For sure, you guys must know in Aquarius, like 1 minute they're social with you and then it's like, where are you? That's okay. But this is also you guys too, I would think. It's literally you guys. Being able to see or understand easily on this day the things that are usually more difficult to see or understand. Working hard, people will be wanting in on your energy. They will want to understand you and your thoughts. People will be intrigued by you based off what you know. You know what I'm thinking right now? I never really thought about that much, about how Aquarius energy can be loners all of a sudden, like out of nowhere, right? But it's like if they're in touch with something higher, because if Mercury, if Uranus is the higher octave of Mercury, because Uranus rules Aquarius, then it's like they're in touch with something, right? Like very intuitive, something outside of Earth for sure, whether they're into spirituality or not. These could be like the scientists, whatever. It's like they need to be secluded, I feel like, to get away from other people's energy. So I think whether they're consciously aware of it or not, they're tapping into something there that tells them, they need alone time, because I think that's healthy. So yeah, I never thought of it like that. But anyway, so that same day, February 9th, Mars in Cancer in retrograde in your 10th house was trining Saturn and Pisces in your 6th house. So right off the bat, I want to say, despite Mars being in retrograde, because it's talking your 10th house and your 6th house, two house working planets, because it's your career and 6th house is work or your daily routine. Saturn's involved. Saturn's big daddy energy, you know, like the father that wants you to get where you want to go, but through discipline. He doesn't want you to just act on impulse. Mars wants to act on impulse. So I feel like because it's a trine, it's a very easygoing energy. It would have been very natural for you guys to do the things you needed to do on that day. So what I channel for the collective is being cautious with your mouth, thinking before you act, stability and grounded energy for the most part. I don't see you guys acting or reacting on impulse, and thinking of what actions you need to take in order to achieve your long-term goals. Okay, I just want to go back to that Sun conjunct Mercury in Aquarius in your 5th house. I forgot to say this as well. You're going to hear the background noise because this is my life. You guys should have also felt confident, intelligent, intuitive. Self-expression should have come easily on that day, and understanding the psychology of the collective or friends much easier during this transit. And then Mars in retrograde in Cancer, trining Saturn and Pisces in your 6th house. I believe you guys would have had the ability to be disciplined, ability to have self-control or willpower, ability to go after whatever it is you want to achieve. Okay, so then February 10th, we have Mercury in Aquarius in your 5th house, squaring Uranus and Taurus in your 8th. So you guys should have felt blocked from achieving something you want, but at the same time, not willing to give up. Feeling blocked from talking to the people you want to, distracted thoughts, having difficulty understanding things, feeling blocked from spirit. Advice, go slow on this day. Time is required. When people are mean, rise above it. Also, something should have been illuminated when, oh, no, wrong one, sorry. Having difficulty with self-expression, either verbally or having difficulty feeling confident. What else? All right, February 11th, Sun in Aquarius in your 5th house was squaring Uranus and Taurus in your 8th house. So the 5th and the 8th house are squaring each other. The Sun and Uranus, these are both loud energies. So, what do I think you guys could have experienced? Having difficulty taking the advice needed, having difficulty freeing yourself from something, having difficulty seeing the light in you, your life, situations, and people, but also maybe randomly forgiving people around this time, hearing from friends, people feeling like your walls are up so high they can't reach you. I think also so since Mercury and the Sun would be squaring Uranus and Taurus around the same time, I think also this talks about having the potential to have difficulty with the internet or like digital devices is what I want to say. I'm convinced that's why I keep having problems the last few days. Anyway, what else? So going back to that transit, so Mercury and the Sun squaring Uranus, you would have had, again, difficulty with self-expression, either verbally or having difficulty feeling confident because Mercury is in Aquarius and Taurus rules the throat chakra. So, yeah, because Uranus rules Aquarius, just in case that wasn't clear. All right, February 12th. Full moon in Leo in 24 degrees in your 11th house. All right, so me personally, I don't believe that all full moons are like this big thing for everyone. I think there are some people out there where this is like, they are always affected by these things. And then I think there are specific full moons that are like, no, we're all feeling something on some type of level. And it also just depends like how self-aware you are and seeing what's unfolding in your life. So with that being said, with this full moon, honestly, I think something would be illuminated to a certain degree. Why? Because the Sun rules Leo. And the Sun technically is the Sun is in Aquarius in your 5th house. So I don't know if you guys see like what's going on right now. If Leo traditionally rules the 5th house, but you guys have it in the 11th house, and Aquarius traditionally rules the 11th house, I just feel like you guys would have this intuitive hit, or like, if not an intuitive hit, it's just like you would 1000% be in touch with something that needs to change, transform, or something you need to maybe heal. The reason I say that is because the full moon is happening in 24 degrees. This is a Pisces degree. So Pisces energy talks about the past. It talks about the future. It can be looked at as healing energy, but this can also be escapism. And if Leo energy can talk about being confident or having a lot of pride, or if it's self-expression, being seen, because again, the Sun traditionally rules Leo, I just think you guys would definitely see something, whether, I think it's you guys are going to intuitively feel something, and about yourself, whether it's how you express yourself, how you put yourself out there, how you guys have fun, how you guys do romance, because again, Leo, 5th house, this is traditionally romance. But you guys may not want to deal with it. You guys may not want to see it. You guys may pretend like you don't see it because you don't want to deal with it right now. You guys may prefer to escape. That's what I think. Because I would look at the Pisces house for you guys due to the 24 degrees, just my personal opinion. And you guys have so many things going on in the 6th house. The 6th house can talk about the house of healing. So you definitely may not like something physically about yourselves. Or this could be something illuminated when it comes to your inner child, things that need to be healed there. Or how, again, you guys express yourselves. It could be so many Leo-like themes, and when it connects to groups of friends or social networking, things of that nature. So what I channel for the collective is the things you need to currently heal will be somewhat visible. These things are not seen or spoken about. You will be able to partially see this. So I just think, again, it's more of like a reflecting energy. You're going to see something about yourself intuitively. I don't think it's necessarily going to be so visible. You will want to escape and not deal with what it is you need to heal. You will rather see things the way you want to, the way that feels most comfortable. Also, for some of you, something could be illuminated when it comes to how you like to have fun. Something you need to let go when it comes to how you have fun or entertain. Noticing or realizing how you don't have fun. Noticing or realizing how you spend your time. Focusing on how you express yourself through fashion and your body. Are you happy? And I was thinking of the song from Michelle Branch, Are You Happy Now? Escaping for fun. Seeing something about ourselves we don't like or have difficulty changing. All right, moving on. February 20th, Mercury in Aquarius will be squaring Jupiter in Gemini. So February 20th, Mercury in Aquarius. Oh, wait, no, there's something else I want to talk about first. And definitely ignore what I just said because I was wrong. Sorry. February 14th, Mercury enters Pisces in your 6th house. So to me, this gives me daydreamer energy, intuition, being very intuitive for sure. Because think of it this way, if Pisces is talking about that 12th house traditionally, which is like the other side or where we go when we die, but also like the same place where we're coming from. And if Mercury is talking about the things you hear, I just feel like you guys would be either hearing things in your dreams or you would be feeling things very much so. You guys could even feel words because the 6th house, this is connected with the body and how you guys take care of your body. So yeah, I think it would be hard to focus. Thoughts on how to heal something in your life, speaking in a way that is very healing to others. Your dreams are talking to you, being in touch with spirit, synchronicities, seeing angel numbers, signs, the dead speaking to you, if not in your dreams, then while you are awake, knowing something is trying to get your attention. Talking to people who are from a different culture, different country, losing track of time, traveling, being creative, thinking about romance, thinking about keeping people from the past out of your life, having your walls up. Life may feel like a movie for some of you. People from the past trying to fix things with you. Receiving messages from people who are looking to heal. Is there anything else I want to add to that? Mercury rules Virgo, your 12th. Mercury rules the 9th house, Gemini. Nope, that's all. Okay, February 16th, Pallas Athena is leaving Capricorn and entering Aquarius. Okay, so Pallas Athena will now be in your 5th house in Aquarius. What do I think this means? Well, Pallas Athena is always talking about a strategy. Pallas Athena will always help take you there. So I always feel like a strategy would be connected to your thoughts, because what are you thinking about where it requires a strategy? I don't know, that's just me. Of course, I'm going to look at the ruler of Aquarius because I'm sure it's connected to this as well, right? So Pallas Athena being in your 5th house, right away, the strategy for some of you is going to connect to creativity, self-expression, putting yourself out there, children, babies, sex. Why? Because Uranus is the ruler of Aquarius and it's in your 8th house of intimacy. So Pluto originally rules the 8th house in Scorpio. And you guys have Scorpio in your 2nd house, which means you guys value deep connections. You guys value money. You guys value power. You guys value things that mean something. So I do feel like what would be transforming at this time right now is like a different idea when it comes to how you do romance or how you do creativity. Or how can you have children for some of you who are maybe having difficulty with this right now. And this could connect to whatever was illuminated for you guys. That's what I think, since it's on the same axis, to be honest with you. How can you guys make money? Through either the internet. So for those of you that either want a stay-at-home job or want to make money being on the internet, influencing, whatever, or influencer, whatever the word is, I think that's also possible too. What else do I want to say here? No, I feel like that's really it right now. That's all I could think of. Anything else I want to add to that? Oh, I'm showing the wrong screen. Dang it. That's okay. So moving on, February 18th, the sun now enters Pisces. Sorry. So the sun will leave your 5th house in Aquarius on February 18th and goes into your 6th house in Pisces. What do I think this means? So for the collective, I channeled loner energy, seeing through things much easier, being intuitive, seeing the divine or your angels in your dreams, not having the energy to do the things you want to do. Faith or spirituality, some type of belief may help you feel better, heal, and being able to see through people. So here's the thing. I think you guys may not have like the full physical energy with the sun being in Pisces in the 6th house, but at the same time, you're going to want to do something, I feel like, with your body. Just because with the 6th house, this literally talks about how you take care of your body. So if the sun is here, it's like, and especially the North Node, you guys are being asked from the universe to literally take care of yourself in order to feel better, is what I want to say, in order to heal your soul, or in order to heal whatever it is you guys may be going through. You guys also, for some of you, this is definitely talking about work with that South Node in Virgo in the 12th house. It's a very spiritual energy, the South Node being in the 12th house. So with the sun being in Pisces in general, this is also very spiritual energy, but it screams loner energy when it's in the 12th house, but you guys have it in the 6th house. So it just makes me think you guys may want to, there may be more focus on your body, eating the right things to feel better, doing the right things for your body to feel better. You guys, in fact, maybe going to the doctors more, just to make sure, like, you know, you did your, I don't know, your annual, whatever physical checkups you guys do, especially since Chiron is in Aries. You guys may feel like you're feeling some physical ailments, but really it could just be things happening internally based on whatever you're experiencing, either in relationships or due to whoever you guys are sleeping with. There could be something up with that as well. Yeah. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I want to add. With Neptune in the 6th house, honestly, it's one of these things where it's like you would feel things very much so with what's going on in your body. And it's not to say that like you're not right, but it also works like this. It's like when you show up to the doctors, they don't find it. They literally, it's either gone or it's like it's not something that, it's almost like you're tapping into something else that it's not that it isn't there. It's just that with Pisces energy, it's there 1 minute and it's gone the next. So you may experience things like this. With Saturn being in the 6th house, you may be able to get certain things that were unhealthy and be able to fix that physically or with your health, and catch that. Because with Pisces in the 6th house, you're always feeling some kind of way. And the doctors are like, we don't find it. We don't see it. And it's like, you know it's there. Pisces, you feel it. You know it. And I'm not saying you guys are wrong. But anyway, there's just more of an emphasis on your health with that stellium in the 6th house. February 19th, Juno enters Sagittarius. Again, I put the wrong chart up. Sorry. So Juno was in your 2nd house in Scorpio, and now it will be in your 3rd house in Sagittarius. What does this mean? So for those of you that are looking to date, the best soulmate energy, because Juno speaks of soulmate energy, would be somebody who is freedom oriented, somebody who likes to travel, somebody who has some type of belief system, because it's like that's what is very healing for a rising Libra or Sun, Moon, Libra. So yeah, with Jupiter being the ruler of Sagittarius in the 9th house, soulmate energy, you guys may find somebody from a different country right now. This could happen on the internet, definitely. I don't doubt that, especially for you guys with Aquarius in your 5th house. All right, what did I channel? The messages I have for Juno entering Sagittarius: traveling energy, learning new things, learning about a belief, being able to change how you see things in order to manifest better. This way you have access to whatever it is you want. Being able to manifest the things you feel emotionally fulfills you. So for those of you that aren't dating, it's like Juno is, you are your own soulmate, right? Like literally that's a real thing. So Juno, wherever this is in our natal chart, this is also speaking about us as well, not only just like the best soulmate for us. So get out there and start making travel plans for your health, because Mercury is also talking about traveling, and it's in Pisces. And then you also have Jupiter in Gemini in your 9th house that it just went direct. Uranus in the 8th house, I would say go with friends. Okay. Anyway, February 20th, Mercury in Pisces in your 6th house will be squaring Jupiter in Gemini in your 9th. Boo. So having a lot to say, but people may not understand you, or you may have difficulty understanding, or you may have difficulty expressing yourself. There could be arguments. You or someone else may talk shit on this day, or people may think you're talking shit, or the way you speak isn't nice and it creates friction. For some of you, you may experience a lot of confidence, and you may do something you normally wouldn't have the courage to do. This could be funny energy, but on the other side of the spectrum, you could also be feeling down because Jupiter squaring anything of, if a square in astrology is talking about pretty much Saturn, which is a karmic lesson, it's a holdup, it's a block, it's telling you to think some more, then what this is basically doing, if Jupiter, whatever it touches, it expands upon. Jupiter basically sees a wall, and it's like the Kool-Aid man. I feel like I've used this example before. It sounds familiar. I think I've said this. Well, anyway, that's that. So you may go really big. You may feel that you feel blocked, and you may try to push your own boundaries, but then you may push other people's boundaries. So think before you speak, okay? I think also you guys would be in touch with friends, possibly, or your intuition, or your higher self. Having genius ideas, that's not genius, or having conversations about your genius ideas, or just conversations about genius, son of a bitch, and also potentially making travel plans. All right, so the last one. New moon in Pisces and 9 degrees in your 6th house. You may be deciding between two things currently, but then something new comes into the picture. Okay. What else? Think before you speak. Try to be lazy. I said it. Or move slower on this day, because there will be too much mental stimulation and it will feel like a lot, and you may move too fast, or you say something without thinking and regret it. You guys may go overboard with your words or your thoughts, or overdo it on the internet, or too much research, or a lot of learning going on. Again, for some of you, you may feel depressed. Conversations about traveling with friends, or thoughts of traveling. But I feel like there would be a conflict with this, or a hold up, something like this, like a delay. Difficulty with traveling on this day. Difficulty manifesting, because if Jupiter talks about manifestations, especially in the 9th house, and Mercury talks about your thoughts, it's like, for those of you that would be feeling down or negative on this day, you would just not be able to manifest, because you're just like, you know, I don't know. Anyway, what else? I think that's it. February 23rd, Mercury in Pisces in your 6th house will be trining Mars in Cancer in retrograde. So Mercury in Pisces in your 6th house trines Mars in Cancer in retrograde in your 10th. It's you know, because here's the thing with this one. A lot of people probably are not going to say positive things about this transit, and I get it. It's so funny. I feel like the Saturnian people are always talking about the difficult things in astrology, and they're like, oh, I love this stuff, you know, like, I love Saturn. And it's like, why? You know, like, I get it, but it's like, stop it. But this one actually I do like, because the positive thing about Mercury, your mind, your thoughts, and talking to Mars, again, I put the wrong thing up. It should be Mars in retrograde still as this transit's going on. I'm sorry. The positive thing here is that you guys would have the motivation and the willpower to do what it is you want to do. Because it's like in your mind, you'd be like, come on, just do it. Push yourself to do it. Or it's like, if after work you have more work to do, or a second job, and it's like you really need the money, you would push yourself to show up to the second job. That was a stupid example. It's just, you would have motivation on this day, okay? Because it will still be in retrograde as this transit happens. It won't be like the best motivation, but you'll be doing something you normally would have difficulty while Mars is in Cancer. So anyway, staying in your abundance, not being reactive, walking away from people or situations where doors are closed. It's also giving me healing era energy. Able to do what it is you want to do, having willpower. Understanding conflict on this day is much easier, or understanding why people get annoyed or frustrated comes easy, because it's a trine, it's a blessing. So I believe, because it's 2 water houses and it's happening, I just believe you guys will be able to tap into things intuitively because of it. Conflicts can come easier on this day, yes, but mental conflicts too. That's another one, yes. But it's like these arguments you may have with people, I don't really feel like they would be arguments. I think they would be agree to disagree. We don't see eye to eye, and that's okay, you know? And then for you guys with mental conflicts, I feel like these thoughts would end in, we're doing our best. We'll pick this up tomorrow, you know? All right, let's move on. Mars then goes direct. Sorry. In your 10th house in 17 degrees. So 17 degrees is a Leo degree. It's a 5th house degree. So basically it's the sun, okay? And I think there's something to that while Mars goes direct. So for those of you that were experiencing issues at home with the family or the mother, something would start moving in a positive direction when it comes to either your inner child wounds or the mother and child type of dynamic. or your dynamic with your family, or dynamic with men as well. You may be able to see men more clearly during this time because the 5th house literally is in Aquarius. I feel like this is going to stop on me. Okay, no. Anyway, anyway, so what I channeled was the path you should take will feel clear, but you'll still be in your feelings about whatever choices you decide on. Putting the work needed in order for you to not just say how you feel in the moment, but you'll want to. Commit to doing the hard work that's needed to get what it is you want. The advice here is to try to laugh and stay positive. Follow your passions, but expect men to feel passionately about you, but you may just be escapism to them. Sorry. So yeah, is there anything I want to say to that? No. Ceres will then be leaving Aquarius in your 5th house and enters the 6th house in Pisces. Again, sorry. Healing through spiritual things or a belief system, because Ceres talks about the best way to heal. So I feel like you guys, it would be very healing for you guys to talk things out, go to therapy, seek advice, getting a psychic or astrology reading, something metaphysical, non-tangible. I think also you guys would, oh no, I guess that's it. Is that all I want to say to that one? Let's look at it. Ceres in the 6th house. I think also it would be very healing to take up literally a physical regimen at this time. I know it's Pisces, but since Mars went direct, I just think you guys are supposed to do something there. Venus rules your 1st house, the body, and it's currently in Aries. Aries is the body. So yeah, I just think there's something up with that. That could be very healing for you guys. I think that's it. Okay. February 25th, Mercury in Pisces in your 6th house will be conjunct Saturn in Pisces in your 6th house in 20 degrees. Again, Scorpio degree. So having a clear, grounded mind that is being led with purpose, you will want to do whatever you need to do to get what it is you want. For some of you, this is talking about having serious conversations with people to see how they really feel, or you may do this with yourself, trying to understand your own mind, 100%. Not allowing just anyone into your emotional realm, your heart, or your mind. Your walls will be up high. I think also this is going to give you guys the willpower to get something done. And I believe you guys will have more practical thoughts. Is there anything else I want to say to this one? Capricorn rules, Saturn rules Capricorns in your 4th house. Mars went direct. Mercury rules Virgo, South Node, the past. And then for, Mercury rules Gemini, Jupiter. Yeah, wanting to make the right moves during that time. That's what I think. February 27th, Mercury in Pisces in your 6th house will be sextiling Uranus and Taurus in your 8th, trying to focus but getting distracted or pulled into different directions. Knowing something is coming back from your past. Seeing things logically and less emotionally. Traveling, driving, investing into yourself. Spending money, healing your inner child, standing out for being different, sense of humor, laughing. Is there anything I want to say to that one? No. We're going to move super quick here. You may try to heal something in your life through talking things out. You will want to break down walls or other people's walls. I want to break down this wall right now. Something new happening when it comes to traveling or spirituality or a belief system. The dead speaking to you in your dreams. Something you cannot see is unfolding and you know it is. Committing to what you believe is happening based on synchronicity, signs. So yeah, anything else I want to add to that? Also, for sure, for some of you, because it's the 6th house, a new job. For those of you that are trying to make something happen right now with that North Node in the 6th house, the Sun here, just everything here, especially when Neptune, well, Neptune's still there. But yeah, something may be unfolding with that as well. With new moons, I do believe something new is happening. Whether we're conscious of it or not, something for sure is. It could be internal, not necessarily external. Okay, so let's talk about this in summary, what I think you guys can expect to be feeling for my Sun, Moon, Rising Libras. Juno was in Scorpio in your second house, soulmate energy. I think you guys were really valuing something deep, something intimate. But then when Juno enters your third house in Sagittarius, I think this is something you guys will basically be asked to... It's such a huge switch up. It's funny. So when Juno was in Scorpio, I want to say like you guys were really thinking about money. Or again, just the things you value, which is deep intimacy, the truth, things like that. And now that it's entered your third house, this could be speaking about learning new things, especially since the ruler of Sagittarius is in Jupiter in Gemini, and it just went direct. So I think the best soulmate energy for you guys is either somebody who has a belief system, or somebody who travels, somebody who speaks a lot, somebody who is very confident. If you guys aren't dating or anything like that, then this is going to be you guys. This would be the best soulmate energy for you guys, like you being your own soulmate. Go out there and travel, start making traveling plans, or sign up for some class. Anything else I want to say that? No. Oh, I didn't even see that one. Speak your mind, for sure. With Sagittarius in the third house, Mercury and Pisces will slow you down, but whatever. Anyway, fourth house, Capricorn, Pallas Athena was there. So there was a strategy about work or doing something that felt emotionally fulfilling, but yet still connected to what it is you guys do for a living. Or this could have been connected to the home where you guys want to live, or how to make your home more homey. Fifth house in Aquarius, Pallas Athena goes there now. So there's a strategy either on creativity, romance, how to make money on the internet, how to meet somebody off the internet, how do you want to change your dating life, or a strategy for how to have children. Ceres was in Aquarius and then went into Pisces. So when Ceres was in your fifth house, it would have been very healing to have fun with friends. When the Sun and Mercury was in Aquarius, you guys would have been more, there would have been more self-expression on the internet. You would have had more fun, or you guys just would have been talking to a lot of people you guys were actually, I guess people you're dating, with that Leo in the 11th house and the Sun ruling Leo in your fifth house, romance. Yeah, and with Pluto ruling Scorpio, your second house, I think you guys are definitely looking for the type of person you actually want. Things are definitely changing for you guys because of Uranus being in that 8th house, your internal realm. Like, what is it you guys value when it comes to relationships? So that's all changing. What else do I want to say there? Nothing. Okay. Pisces energy in that 6th house, the Sun, North Node, Saturn, Neptune, Ceres, Mercury. Work. You guys will be focused on making the dream come true with your job, changing the job, getting a new job, or working on your body, getting the dream body, healing for a lot of you. How can you heal your mind with Virgo in the 12th house? Because there's a lot of thoughts, and your thoughts will be on the past with that South Node. And it's like you're going to want to heal the past so the past doesn't haunt you, type of thing. Venus and Chiron being your 7th house, and Aries in the 7th. I just said that. You're going to be attracting people who want to take you seriously. And I think you guys are going to want to take people seriously as well. If you guys were just dating for fun before, I don't think you're going to want to do that while Venus is in Aries. Or you guys just may be really committing to things at this time that are very future when it comes to traveling with friends, or the reason I'm saying that is because Venus can talk about money, and the 7th house can talk about just any type of commitment. So it's like this person owes you this X amount of money and you owe them this because, you know, they put the deposit down for you, whatever. So I think that's one way that could potentially manifest for you guys. Venus and Aries as well in the 7th house could be a relationship with yourself, and Chiron being there, you could be trying to heal this at that time, because I keep forgetting to write this. Lilith is still in Libra, and it's in your 1st house. So there's still anger. Lilith and Chiron. I think basically what you guys are experiencing right now is like not wanting to, you want a relationship, but you want like a healing type of relationship. You don't want angry men, right? With Aries in the 7th house, you don't want angry men. But you're probably attracting them, or men that have not healed with Chiron and Aries. And in a sense, this is something you're doing with yourself, but it may cause anger. You also, for some of you, for sure, with Lilith being in the 1st house and Pluto being in the 5th, there could be anger about not having children or having difficulty here. Uranus in the 8th house and Taurus, this went direct. So there could be better things when it comes to money, sex for some of you, but I feel like I'm not getting anything great here. I'm not getting anything great, if I'm being real. It could be different for you guys. Depends what's going on in your personal chart. Jupiter going direct in the 9th house in Gemini. This will make you feel like you could just like express yourself and you don't have to hold back. The same applies with Mars going direct as well, because I feel like when Mars was in retrograde, it was probably all just miscommunication with people, arguments with the mother, arguments with men that act like females, or females that act like why do I want to say men? Anyway, so I think also for some of you, this is talking about being motivated to do something when it comes to either how you appear publicly or what it is you do for a living that actually feels emotionally fulfilling, because Mars is in Cancer and you guys already had Pallas Athena in Capricorn in the 4th house. So I just think there's something to that, especially since Saturn is the ruler of Capricorn and it's in your 6th house of work. And if Juno was in Scorpio, your 2nd house, your wallet, your money, before, a lot of you are thinking about money. 11th house, Leo, full moon, something was illuminated when it came to either your friends, the internet, how you socialize, how you social network. Do you have confidence? Do you have inner child wounds that need to be worked on? What's your relationship with the mother? What's the mother-child dynamic? Something like that. What do you want to do for a living? When it comes to creativity, that's going to be something for you guys too. South Node in Virgo, it's very spiritual, going within energy. Virgo being in the 12th house, there was a lot of mental stimulation. So I think you guys are definitely going to be going through some type of spiritual awakening, or trying to get zen, right? And I think that's really it. Nothing super exciting happening this month, if I'm being real. So yeah, I wish you guys so much luck in the month of February. Bye.